Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's get over to some of the stocks that we see here on the move. We're joined by Bloomberg equities reporter Natalia Kanijevic. Please tell us what you're keeping an eye on as of this week.
Yes, guys, so let's start with Nvidia because we have to talk about tech stocks. So Nvidia, the ticker is NVDA, is down 1.4% this week. This is the biggest drop since May. Of course, we saw a huge sell-off this week across the biggest technology stocks as investors got concerned about valuations, potentially stretched positioning. But nevertheless, today was a positive day for tech, for Nvidia specifically. And we also saw that this week, at least 9 analysts lifted price target for Nvidia to an average price of $194. This is the highest on record. And of course, next week, Nvidia reports earnings. Analysts expect double-digit revenue growth, and we will see how this all plays out. But of course, China, all commentary about H20 chips for China and suppliers will be in focus for the next week.
I look at the Bloomberg terminal for Nvidia. You type in ANR, it's analyst recommendations. You look at what analysts are saying about the company. Almost everybody, every analyst that's tracked on the Bloomberg terminal has either a hold / neutral or positive outperform / buy rating on the company, except for one. Jay Goldberg, Seaport Global, has a sell rating and a $100 price target on Nvidia. Reminder, Nvidia is trading at $178 a share. So he's contrarian. Is he right? We'll see.
You gotta guys invite him for the show next week.
Oh, we always invite him. He knows he's always welcome. We've spoken to him a few times.
Great. So let's talk about a couple other movers, because if we look at the best performing stock for this week, it's Dayforce. The ticker is DAY. The stock is up by 30%. Of course, it came after Thoma Bravo, this big private equity firm, announced that it is going to buy Dayforce, and it's ready to pay about 32% premium compared to the stock price on August 15. So Dayforce, for those who don't know, this is the software provider. It helps businesses to manage recruiting, payrolls, employee career development, and stuff like that. So Thoma Bravo sees a big upside in this company. We'll also know that on the one hand, the company improved revenue, profitability, but it still struggles because many big companies are now laying off people around the world. So this is a potential concern for many people who track this company. But nevertheless, it's a big price move, plus 30.8% for this week.
It is definitely an interesting move to look at on the weekly scope, but a name I really want to get to here, because it's always interesting to look at the chart here on this stock, Palantir, ticker PLTR. If you look at it 5 years, it's been up 2,000%, more than 2,000%. What did you see this week?
Yeah, so this week we should attribute, the stock is down by 10.4%. We should potentially attribute all these declines to a bigger sell-off across technology, AI names. Again, this is a lot. There are lots of concerns, at least until today, right, about big tech stocks and the so-called AI play. People were like really over-positioned across many stocks, including Palantir. So now we see that, yes, it's a big decline, but nevertheless, the stock is still if I'm correct, the biggest gainer, right, in the S&P 500 for this year. And many investors like fundamentals. They just like it as a good AI play. However, it's very volatile. And we also see that short interest on Palantir is rising. So potentially we will see even more volatility looking ahead.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.